what we've done. Choking our world, loading the gun. Some minds are free. Greed is a prison, so hard to see. How many care? How many stand up? How many dare? How many care? How many stand up? How many dare? Oh, look at what we've done. Oh, look at what we've done. Nothing left to give. Bracking the earth, the place where we live. Water we can't drink. Chemical spills, rivers that stink. How many care? How many stand up? How many?
How y'all doing, baby? It's Sunday. It's Sunday. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. I hope y'all have had as good a weekend as you could possibly have had. And now we're going to start back on our business. Well, I was so torn today about even doing a video. Like a lot of you, I'm concerned. More precisely, I'm a worried man. Isn't that what that song goes? I'm a worried man. Worry about my wife and my family. The society we live in. The country. There's no shortage of shit to worry about nowadays. But what we saw yesterday is not the answer to anything. That's a snowball, baby. We can't afford to let go. We're in a hell of a fight here. I don't know what's going to happen any more than any one of y'all do. But I do know that we can't go down the road of violence. That we can't make our political landscape one of bullets instead of ballots. I don't want to see us descend into places that this is the norm. The winner of an election is the one that lives. We can't live in that kind of society. I really don't. I don't know what to say sometimes. I get frustrated, depressed, mad, every freaking emotion you can think of. I do know that a lot is going to depend on Mr. Trump's response. What is he going to do with this? Because there's only two ways to go. He first came out and called for unity, which I hope he continues to do, to bring down the rhetoric, maybe mine included. But we're looking at uneasy times ahead. So we should all be fearful. Fearful enough to moan. But we can't lose our focus. We can't let this incident, this tragedy, strike to the core. There's already talk that his numbers have gone up in the polls and everything, and I'm sure they will. But our diligence must remain fixed on where we want to go and how we want to get there, and the society we want, the country we want to live in. That's what this fight is and has always been about. Not our future, the future of our kids, our grandchildren. Where is this country going to go? That fight remains. I don't know. Like I say, I'm just torn, like so many people. But but I'm steadfast in the fact that we need to elect Joe Biden into the White House again. I think that is going to be the only thing, if that, that can save this country that we're in. Hi, Bernadette. How are you doing, darling? Oh, Barney's muted up. Miss Chick,
Yes, John.
how are you, dear?
I'm good. I
Good.
had an okay weekend because I didn't look at anything until kind of late last night. Went, oh
Mm.
shit!
Oh, shit.
But
Yeah.
I am reminded that there's no need to panic. There's
No.
no need to jump to hasty delusions. Things will unwind as they unwind. We shouldn't be speculating on things we don't know. And
And
in
we
the
don't know a
meantime,
lot. You
we
know.
don't know a lot. And in the meantime, just try and be yourself and be reasonable,
Yeah, I'm
with
trying
everyone.
that real hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having a little difficulty with that one. Bernie, you in there?
I am, John. Hi, Mr.
Ah,
Chick.
Hey, Bernie.
I'm just going to ask everybody to kindly take a breath and
Yeah.
yeah.
relax.
You take a deep
Um,
breath.
the maggots are going to do what the maggots always do, and that's play him up as a victim. He's already been a victim. He's going to make lots of money off of this. You guys are going to hear all kinds of yarns being
Oh,
spun.
that
Relax.
photograph by
We're
itself
going
is already raising money.
He's got it on a t-shirt. John,
Yep.
don't let that despair you, okay? The man is brilliant at raising money. Okay, we'll give him that. We'll give him that. He's the grifter and thief. Okay, that's fine.
But
Um,
just how far is he willing to take this?
he's willing to go all the way, as you can see.
That's what I
He'll
fear.
take it anywhere.
That's what I
Okay,
fear. He
but
has
here's
an
the thing.
opportunity here. He first came out and called for unity, called for calm. I just want to see that hold, and I'm not sure it will. But that is going to be the
Um,
deciding factor.
We aren't in control of that.
No, we're not.
we have no. Okay, so
We can
all we
only
have
do what we
control
have
over
control over.
is our own selves,
Yep.
individually. Keep your head about you. Breathe. You're going to hear a lot of nonsense in the next couple of months. Okay?
For
We're
me,
going to be
darling, it's
okay.
not this incident. This is just added on to the worries that I already have.
I
And the worries that
understand
I
your
have are
predicament.
much more insurmountable
They're
than
local,
this
they're
incident.
right there in your face.
Yeah.
They're local. I get
Again,
that. They
priorities.
always have been, John. They always have been right there in your face. We're not going to subject ourselves to fear as to what the other side can do. We already know what they can do. We've seen this over and
I
over again.
fear what they can do.
Remember
I do.
Nancy Pelosi and her husband and what they did to
Yes.
him? They hung
Yes.
a noose on the grounds of the Capitol building to hang Mike Pence. We know what they can do.
We
We
know they're
know
capable. Yeah.
what they've been calling for. And their entire rhetoric, their entire plan, this is what Trump has inspired. He fomented an insurrection. He inspires hateful thoughts and hateful doings. And he's going to benefit because the mainstream media is going to do their feckless little jobs instead of telling us the truth. So y'all be careful where you get your information from. Stay
Indeed.
focused. We
Indeed.
got
Because
one job.
right now, there's a myriad of conspiracy theories going around out there all over the place. So be careful of what
Ignore
you
them
read.
all.
Yes,
Yeah,
ignore them until you find
yeah.
what
Look,
you feel is a reasonable source of information. Because
And
we
do we
can't
really
let
need
this
to
go.
know? Really? Do we really need to know any of those details about this person?
but here's the thing: as much as there is mainstream media that is fully encapsulated with promoting Trump, there are foreign and domestic bots
Yeah.
infiltrating the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Be very careful. And all it's doing is trying to divide this country. Stay focused, Democrats. We got one job, and that's to get to the polls in November.
That is to get to
No
Exactly.
the
matter what.
polls and elect uh,
A decent man.
a decent man, a man who
Before you
cares
go to the
about this
polls, make
country.
sure you're still registered.
Yes,
Indeed,
do check
indeed,
your
indeed.
registration.
All our uh,
Nothing has changed, you guys.
Nope.
Nothing has
no,
changed,
nothing
Yeah.
has
John.
changed in our strategy. We are moving forward just the way we always have. Joe Biden is our man. He is going to be speaking tonight. In just a little while, he's going to give an address from the Oval Office. Anytime a president speaks from the Oval Office, we all need to pay attention to what he's going to say. But
Mm-hmm.
I have I still know in my heart what direction he is going to go. He is going to try to go in the right direction to bring a
Yes,
calm to this country. And
yes.
I hope, beyond hope, that that's what Donald Trump does. Because
Is
if he comes out swinging,
don't put
and
no
I've already
money on
seen
it.
a post from the Washington Post that he is in Bedminster being defiant was the word they used. To me, that's not good, baby. That's not good.
Look, Joe Biden called him last night while he was at the
Yes.
hospital. He called the doctors last night while he was at the hospital, and the man refused to take his call. What does that tell you about him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Again.
Let's not
I'm not
play up
kidding
their
myself. I
side.
know who Donald Trump is, and down deep, I think he's going to try to take advantage of this. I think he's going to try to milk it for
No,
everything he
he's
can
not
to
going to
rile up his
try.
base. He
He's
is.
not going to try.
He's
He's
going
He
to.
going to
will.
take advantage of it.
Yes.
He
He's
will.
already
And you could
making
see that
grifting off of
moments
this.
after the incident happened, his gut instinct. And you saw the
Don,
reaction of the crowd there, too. That's what we
before
all
we
have to fear. Yes, dear. Go ahead.
before we invite anybody up to speak,
Yeah.
do you want to do a disclaimer this evening?
That would be a good idea, wouldn't it?
But
This
before
is.
you do the disclaimer,
Huh.
can I make a statement to anybody coming on this show tonight?
Okay, go
Do
ahead.
not come with conspiracy theories. Okay?
We don't
That ain't what
confirm.
this is about.
Yeah.
We're not doing that tonight.
We want to stick to the facts tonight. And on
Yes.
Miss Chick's advice,
The views and opinions expressed on the Blue Dot Live show are strictly those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect those of the Blue Dot family in its entirety. We are not experts on the topics we discuss, nor are we journalists. We are simply concerned citizens trying to find sanity in an increasingly insane world. We urge you to listen, read, and view as many different sources as you can to keep up with the shit show of American politics. Form your own opinions. Take what you like and leave the rest. Just remember to vote like your life depends on it, because it does. Viewing Blue Dot Live may become addictive. Watching Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 6 p.m. Central Time every week, month after month, year after year may cause questioning the system, elevated heart rate, pondering humanity, separation from toxic family members, reassessing longtime friendships and whether or not the neighbors really are that friendly. Side effects can include, but are not limited to, learning truths about things you thought you already knew, wanting to wear all manner of t-shirts to express yourself, throwing caution to the wind and confronting Karens and all manner of assholiness when you see it, developing more empathy and wokeness than any one heart can contain, meeting other blue dots from all over the globe, liking, following, subscribing, and sharing this shit whenever you can, frequent outbursts of fuck Trump or anyone else who pissed you off today. If you can't stop thinking, saying, or screaming fuck Trump, taking a day off from the world may be advised. We'll be here, still going at it when you're ready to resume. Fuck Trump.
nothing's changed. Nothing has changed in this Blue Dot family. We are all, here. I always describe this show as just a table. I just open a table up. Anybody who is wanting to come in here and speak could come in here and speak their mind. I'm not some grand leader. I'm no different than any one of you. I have questions in my head every day. Life's gotten tough here lately. My priorities have changed. But there's some things you can't ever take out of a man's heart. My oath is one of them. I will care for my family. I will protect. I will do what I can. But I will never give up the fight to make sure that this democracy survives and thrives and moves forward. That is the job of every one of us. That's been the job of everybody who came behind us. We're all riding on their shoulders. We can't be the ones to let this die. 248 years just ain't enough, baby. We're still an infant. So we need to put the work into it. And that means getting to the polls, making sure that your voice counts. Because that's come down to the bottom line, it's the only thing that really matters. Anyway. What are we going to do now?
I don't know. Let's
We're
talk
gonna
about
invite
some other
people
shit.
up.
Let's talk about some other shit. Let's get some people up here. Let me see. Oh, look at there. Let's get Sissy up here. She's always a pleasure. Oh, look, Jorge's in there too. Oh, Lord. Hold on to your britches. Let's see. Sisyphus, how are you doing, Dylan?
I'm doing fairly well. I've had a lot of
Well,
crappy
right now,
news,
fairly
but
well is acceptable. You
yeah,
know?
it is. Bernadette will know about this. I had a friend out there in Oroville, that spontaneous fire that just combusted out there
Hmm.
a few days ago.
Right?
That was at her place. Burned
Wow.
everything she owns, and the
Oh,
insurance
Oh, no.
canceled her just before it
Are
burned.
you shitting me?
Oh,
no.
Nope. Her neighbor borrowed her car. And on his way back from town, because he was running errands for her, the fire started. He had enough time to get in the house, grab her and the dog, and leave. That's what she left the house with.
Boy, had he
There's
shit. So,
nothing left.
hmm.
so every time you think you got it
Um,
bad, you know,
yeah, think about somebody
there's
else.
tragedies
But
that happen in this life every damn day. Every day.
yeah, but, but one thing I
Mm-mm.
did want to touch on real quick
Go,
is, when you were
go ahead.
saying that not deciding whether you wanted to do the show or not and what's going on, I wanted to remind everybody that this is not our fault. We
No.
did not do that. And no matter what the Trumpsters say, it's because of us. We did not cause this. It is not our fault for telling the truth. And that's what they're saying. And they're going to continue
Yeah.
saying that rhetoric. But it's not. So I just want to instill that in everybody. This is not from us. We're just simply telling the truth.
No. I don't take any. Uh, I've questioned my own rhetoric as I've done this for almost 8 years now, and I come on here a lot of times extremely angry, and I let that steam fly, baby. Uh,
It, it,
but that's
it
who I
does.
am, huh?
But and that is fine. And all of us
Yeah.
need to blow steam. But just because we are saying the truth about what's going on, it is not okay for them to say, well, it's our fault because we're talking about Project
Yeah.
2025 or that we're talking about how he supports the January 6th. This is not
Yeah.
our fault.
No. This as a matter of fact, we have never. As a matter of fact, we are the side that's worried about violence, and the violence
Right.
I see has been coming from the right, and
Yes.
I worry about that now, and that's what I mean by it. A lot is going to depend on exactly what position he's going to take when he does come out, when he does take that stand at the RNC. Uh, what he says is gonna set the course for the next four
Prep
months.
yourself, John.
What
Prep yourself because it's going to get nasty.
it
It's
Yes.
going to
is,
be
that's what I
ugly.
fear more
It's
than anything
really
else.
going to
It is
get.
gonna turn
Don't
nasty,
fear it. Don't fear
and
it.
that,
Expect it.
oh darling,
Expect it.
I don't have to remind anybody where John lives or what John worries about down here at the
But
end of this
don't
fucking
fear it.
road. Oh, I don't fear
John,
it.
I
Right.
know. I
I
know
I
your
don't.
situation.
Yeah,
I know.
I just
And, and, and all of us are sitting in situations similar to that.
yeah
And there is
Yes.
yeah
nothing we can do about it. He is going to go off and he's going to blame us and he's going to blame Biden and he is
yeah
going to call on his troops.
yeah,
Period. End.
and
Yes.
we
It's
have to
not
be
even a
ready for that.
question. Yes.
So our side, and
is going to rally his troops.
I fully expect Biden to come out this evening and try to calm the nation, to try to bring
Yes.
unity, to try to tamp this down. That's what Joe Biden is going to do. I know that.
Yes.
I know that. The big question here is, what is Donnie going to do?
Well, I really
He's gonna.
think
If
this,
he's got
this
any,
whole incident, as
Look.
sad as it is, because it just isn't what we do here. We don't shoot
and that
people for president. But regardless of that, do you think anything that happened around this or will happen around this is going to change anyone's mind on how they vote? No.
No.
So
I
ignore
like to
it.
think not.
Bullshit.
I like to think not, but you know he's going to wear this like a badge of honor.
That's
You
fine.
know
Let's
he
wear
is.
it.
He already
He
is.
is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, he already is.
And he's gonna.
Bernie posted some.
So what do we do with that, John? Because we can't stop him.
We keep doing what we've been doing, try to raise the voice
Hello.
of reason to try to convince our fellow man here in this country
Thank you.
that
That's
our
all we can
vote
do.
matters, and this is why it matters, because we
Hello.
cannot descend into chaos. We cannot
Look,
become some third
look,
world country where
he
elections are
started it.
determined by who survives. That
Hello.
can't be us.
No, but just remember, Trump
Hang
is
on,
not
Jorge.
going to change. He is
Yeah.
going to, as soon as he gets on the stage, he is not going to
No,
say,
he's not.
don't react to this. He is going to say, react to this. This
I
is what
think
they're
he's
doing.
going to try to fan the flames. I think
He
that's what
absolutely
those
will.
around him are
He
going to
already
advise him to
did.
do.
Right.
He
Yeah.
already did. You guys,
Hey.
come on. We
Yes.
saw
Let me,
what happened when he got up from the Secret Service
Yes.
yesterday. He
Yep.
fist pumped
Yep.
and yelled out, "Fight, fight, fight!" He's already
That's right.
fanning the flames. This
Yep.
Bernadette.
was the perfect incident.
And that's what we have to be
for
concerned
him.
about.
Right.
Okay, well, hold on.
Bernadette is
Before we go any
100%
farther, let me
right.
catch up on a couple of things here because I wanted to remember to call out Lucky Girl. And you've seen her in the chat here. At the end of last show, she came in late with a very nice donation, a $50 donation, and was sending her love and stuff to my wife and our family and whatnot. And I wanted to call her out. Thank you for that. And just a minute ago, I think I got it here. Yes, come on, don't argue with me. I don't have a hammer with me, but I have a mallet. And it works just as well. Okay. From Shaking Me Bones, came in with a very generous donation. She said, no matter what, we are Blue Dot strong, and I fucking love all of you. That.
We love you
Holy
too,
shit.
Shaky.
That is the message, baby. That we are still Blue Dot strong, baby. This is not going to slow down. This is going to continue to go. We have late starting the show is all of a sudden a little camera here, which is automatic. It's supposed to track me wherever I go. All of a sudden turned around and was facing the other way. So I guess it's got its own opinion on what I look like. So
All right, but what I started to say was,
what?
to change the subject slightly to the positive, did you see the Detroit rally that Biden did?
Oh my God, that was phenomenal.
It was.
I did
love
not
it.
get to see the rally. I saw bits and pieces on the news.
If you
yeah.
want to feel better, go find the whole
I'm-
thing, John. Go
I was
find the
sitting in
whole
I
my
might just
chair.
do that this evening after the show.
Oh,
It
was
has been an
fantastic.
extremely rough few days, and so like I said, that's why I feel so. Sometimes I don't even want to come in here and do a show because hell, I'm not up on the news. I got other things on my mind, priorities. My wife is ill, and I hesitate
John.
to come on because I don't know what I'm talking about, and I hate that shit.
John,
He carried.
But I know what's in my
John.
heart, baby. I know what's in my heart, and that's what
John.
I continue to fight for. Yes, sir.
you don't have to go and
Outstanding.
you don't have to go and find it. Just check your messages for me the other day. I sent you a link to it.
Oh, yes, you did. That's
the
right.
rally.
Yes, you
Yes.
did. Yes, and you told me then
told
that
you.
it was a fantastic
Watch it.
rally. I have not.
Absolutely.
As a matter of fact, I've got that to watch. Shaking Me Bones sent me a couple of things. I haven't watched those yet. I just need to slow down and yeah, I need to take a little time.
Regain your life.
Yeah.
Regain your life.
Yeah, sometimes that's not easy to do. You know.
I
I
wanted
know
to
it's
shout
not.
out, the Dangerous One had also sent you a contribution through the comments in your rant. And
Is that right?
I forgot how much it was, but thank you, Dangerous One.
Thank you, Dangerous One. We appreciate that. I should call him. I need to call him.
Yes, you
Yes.
do.
Lord, I have a list of shit to do. Let me thank Rain Love, who
that
came in
too.
with a $10 donation. Rain Love, thank you very much. I'm lost because I ain't got my
That too is
freaking
in
watch.
your
Huh? No watch. A
Yeah.
man with no time. Boy, howdy shit.
Did you get Michael's too?
Michaels?
Michael
Yes,
K.
Michael.
Johnson?
No, hasn't come up yet. See there? Y'all living in the future again, are you?
No.
Has not hit my thing yet. Nope.
Okay.
Rain Love was the
It was
last
a
one to
while
come through.
back.
Was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
It should have put
KY,
your thing.
it did. I don't know why it didn't come through. Thank you, KY. I appreciate it tremendously, buddy. Well,
He
what's going on?
says,
He said,
let's not quit discussing Project 2025.
Oh, no.
Fuck Trump, fuck Abbott, and fuck the GOP.
There you go. No, as a matter of fact, Project 2025 plays heavily into the scenario. That's what I'm worried about. What Donnie comes out and says when he makes his speech at the RNC, that's going to determine the path the Republicans are going to go. And I just think there's just a whole lot of them over there on that maggot side that are willing to go
They're
in a
not.
dangerous.
They're not wanting to talk about Project 2025. Okay.
Say that again. I'm
They're
They
sorry.
not-
want to pretend
not-
it doesn't exist.
Yes. They're not wanting to talk about Project 2025.
Oh, no.
So.
All of a sudden, huh?
there's that.
Yeah, there's that. And we already know. Bob K just came in with a $2 donation and said the Detroit, Michigan speech gave me hope. Well, oh my God, I'm pissed off I missed it.
It
You have
was
You
phenomenal.
have
I,
it in
I
your
was sitting
messages.
I was sitting by myself in the house with my dogs, and I was like jumping up and down.
No
And I
shit.
don't
was
do that
too.
shit. My dogs
Good.
are looking at me funny.
Good. Good. I have no doubt in that man's ability to move this country further into the future. He has a
been
plan.
On fire since the debate. Every speech that he's gone out and done,
Yep.
he's done absolutely well with it. Okay,
Yeah.
I have no doubt in my confidence in this man has risen 1,000%. He's
Yes,
got my
I agree.
vote. I'm riding with Biden.
He's acting
I
exactly
agree.
the way a president should be acting right now.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And
And
I'm
all
proud
these
of him.
talking heads hollering for him to step down. Perhaps you should get out and run your campaign.
Yeah.
And maybe
How
Right.
about
you
worry
might
about
win
your
it, too.
political ass instead of his?
Thank you.
Yeah.
They are. They're worried about losing their job.
That's
Go run
well,
your own campaigns.
yeah, the ones that are bad mouthing. Anyway,
Hey, Mitch.
before I get Mitch in here, Daniel Heckelman just came in with a $2 donation and said, "Stop agonizing and start mobilizing." There you go, baby. There you
Bravo,
go.
Daniel.
Don't get pissed.
Bravo.
Get even.
Good word.
You know,
That's
do
right.
something, and that's why we have that graphic. Do your part, baby. This is a battle. This is a fight for this country, in the direction that it's going to go in.
But we do it with our
yeah,
votes.
that we do it
We
with
do
a
it
vote.
with
You
our
do it
vote.
with a call to a friend or a letter to a congressman. You do it by signing that petition that you can find online.
Yes.
You call your congressman. You demand what a way
You
forward.
write the Supreme Court. You write the
Yes.
White House. It does
And don't
not
be,
take that much time.
Don't worry about Biden because we Kamala's next, okay?
Yeah.
And
She's
we
got-
got her too.
Got them
And
both.
she's got the cred. She's got the cred.
Oh yeah. I would have
In
no
fact,
problem
If you're
with her.
really feeling real bad about what happened yesterday, go to Joe Biden for president
There
and
you go.
donate to for
Donate
me.
a couple bucks.
Yep.
Don't I have? I know a lot of you have. This
Yep.
is where the rubber meets the road, baby. This is how, unfortunately, elections work in our country. It takes money. It takes advertising.
Take money.
It takes money. So if you've got a few bucks, Chuck Hubbard, Colin Allred down here in Texas, please, please. We're itching to get rid of Ted Cruz down here. And Colin Allred is the guy that can do it, but he can't do it without your support. And I'm not just talking about Texans. I've said this before about other people. if you live in a blue state, if you're comfortable with your representation and you don't have anything to worry about, please turn your attention to those red states, those battleground states where the need is, because we all have to be involved in this fight, because that's the only way we win, is if everybody is on the line. So don't leave yourself out. Don't leave yourself unprotected, baby. Make sure that your registration's up, that everything is ready, that we can
Okay,
go
I
into
need
that
to say
ballot box.
something,
Ha!
and I'm speaking specifically to the YouTube chat. We are
What?
not calling for the death of this man, okay? We are
No.
not going to do that. If I find those messages, I will not kick you out the room, but I will delete your messages,
Yeah.
okay? I
Don't be.
will
We
let
don't
you
want
know
to
that.
fall into their gutter.
We're
Don't
not
do
doing
that.
that.
We don't.
And I'm letting you know I'm
This
watching,
election is not going to
okay?
be. It's in the ballots, not the bullets, baby. That's how we get a president here. Not by the bullet, but by the ballot, and we have to be there.
So,
And we have
any
to take the high
messages, any
road,
more
baby.
messages? John, I'm talking to the chat. Any
Okay.
more messages like that, I will let you know. I am going to delete that message. If I catch it
Okay.
again, you're going to get
Yeah.
kicked from the room. Please don't make me do that. I
Don't
love
do
my
that.
Blue Dot family, but I will
Yeah.
not tolerate
We
any
don't want to
negative
descend into their level.
messages tonight. Okay?
So anyway,
Not tonight.
Mitch, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
How are you doing, Mitch?
Freshly back from New Jersey. We went out for a 1 day concert festival, I guess on Saturday. So we were in Atlantic City for the weekend.
Outstanding. Outstanding. Had a good time, I would imagine.
It was a fine time. The weather really favored us. Music was excellent, and I'm a little tired, but
Yeah, I can
be all
relate.
right.
I am. I'm a bit worn out myself. Hey, before we go on any farther, I want to thank Yelly Man, who brings up a good subject. Yelly Man came in with 50 Norwegian krones. Thank you, Yelly Man, for even being awake, buddy. Shocking that the Secret Service allowed a sniper on a rooftop. I am worried about Biden's security. Secret Service needs to get a grip. That is a legitimate observation from everybody. Anybody that has seen the aerial shot of where these buildings was and where Trump was, I do not know how the Secret Service did not have that rooftop covered. A man on that rooftop. I just don't understand that. Now I saw the press conference from the Secret Service, who I don't know. It didn't sound right to me, because she came out and said that they had their perimeter and they had everything within that perimeter, and anything outside of that was the responsibility of local law enforcement. Local law enforcement comes up there and starts talking about gun rights, and that they have no business stopping somebody, even if they're walking around a fucking place with a rifle in their hand. That's their constitutional right to do that. And therein lies the problem, isn't
Okay,
it?
John, I got something to say about this because I watched
What?
a really intelligent video from Adam Mockler this morning, and he
Uh-huh.
had a gentleman who he posted his tweets. The guy was part of local law enforcement that was trained to do security detail on events like this.
Right?
They sit outside the perimeter of Secret Service. Okay? Now,
Right. Right.
if Secret Service knew that this gentleman, and apparently there were people who were saying it, um, if they knew that this gentleman had a gun, and local law enforcement knew that this gentleman had a gun, because people were telling them, people were in the
Yes.
crowd were telling them that there's this guy with a gun over there. He climbs up on the roof and so on and so forth. Okay, what this gentleman was saying in his tweets, that there was a clear breakdown of communications. And my thought was, after 9/11, there
That
should
can't
be no
happen.
breakdown in
There should be no breakdown in
communication.
communications. This was a
None
failure
whatsoever.
of
This
security
was a
around
failure.
this area. There's no getting around that.
Absolutely.
And
Nope.
there's going to be, as Joe Biden said, an independent outside investigation into exactly how that happened. Because it should not have. Anybody looking from the aerial view alone should know that was a vantage point, and it ended up being exactly that. Anyway, Keith Thompson came in with $5 and said, And there's another perplexing little thing of this. The shooter, the gunman, was a Republican. He was. Thank you.
Yep.
He was a registered Republican.
I would
And
argue
and
that, but that's okay.
let me remind people, there are lots of Republicans out there that are on our side. They don't
I've
want
spoke
to see
about them
that
before.
man as
We-
president.
There is a difference between a maggot, in my opinion, those maggots that follow Donnie to an extreme, and those that are still conservative in their values. I do not have a problem with a conservative. They have their point. We have our point. We can make this work. It is when that is no longer the discussion. Bernadette and I was talking earlier. This is fueled by passion. The maggot crowd, they're not interested in facts or anything. They're willing to go down any rabbit hole they want. It is fueled by passion. We cannot do that. Ours has to be fueled by the facts. So anyway,
I want to also drop a few things out there for people to think about.
what's that?
Number one, I've heard a lot of talk about this being staged.
No.
And
No.
I can tell you this, you heard it from Mitch. If you're claiming it was staged, you are literally on the same intellectual level and same mentality as Alex Jones and QAnon.
Thank you.
So shut the fuck up.
Don't go down rabbit holes. The fact that there was a dead gunman on the rooftop tells you, and let it, this really bothers me. I mean, it should bother, it should hurt every one of us in our heart. Is the man who died at the scene? They said he was trying to protect his family. He's a volunteer fireman. He goes to church every Sunday. He's an outstanding citizen. There was, we tend to look at him at those rallies like, well, there's a bunch of dumbasses. They just have different values, different things they want out of, I don't know how they see it in Trump, but for whatever reason. But we should all mourn that. We should all feel bad that we. Anyway.
I mean, if you want to joke about it, if you think it's funny that another human being is shot,
No,
and
there's
you think
nothing
that
funny about that.
is somehow justifiable, we don't need you. Period.
No, there are
Okay.
families suffering tonight because
Whatever
of this
happened
incident.
was clearly a lapse in the Secret Service detail. My hope is that it does not happen again. And I keep people here because that now every rally it's like there's nothing funny about that. These people should at least be able to see the irony of Trump being shot at with an AR fucking 15 and coming this close to taking his head right off of his shoulders.
They won't see that irony.
Of course they
No.
won't see it.
They won't.
I thought about this when the officer from the local police was talking up there, and he was talking about gun rights and their right to keep and bear arms. We've said it a lot of times. This nowhere else in this fucking world does gun violence happen at a level that we have in this country. Nowhere, and we will defend our right to have them. All fucking put a fucking missile in your fucking yard if you could.
What if there were two snipers?
Huh?
So what if there might have been two? I mean, that's not a good situation. I don't care who it is. I don't want people on roofs shooting at other people.
No. That's not the
seems like a
society
pretty
we want in this country. But we are the most gun-loving country on earth, and it's not all of us. Most of the guns are owned by a smaller percentage of our population. But we have to worry about that because there is no, it's damn near the old West out here. Here in Texas, you can strap a 6-shooter on your fucking hip and walk right downtown. Just like the old West, baby. Who's going to say anything to you? Nobody. Because it's your God-given goddamn right to own that fucking weapon and carry it anywhere you want. Is that the society we moved out of the 1800s? God, we're supposed to be so much fucking better than this,
Guess
but we're
what?
not.
We keep talking about God-given rights. God doesn't give rights. Our rights
Are
derive from
derived
a
from man.
mandate of a constitutional government, of a republican democracy. That's where our rights come from.
So
And
explain all them pictures
unfortunately,
that I see of the Constitution being handed to him by Jesus Christ.
it was a
You know,
different kind of Supreme Court, also a very conservative Supreme Court, which has caused the proliferation of guns in this country.
it is
We could we could have controlled them. We could have locked it down, and they chose not to.
not
And
to.
now we have 1.4 guns for every man, woman, and child in this country. We are 300 times ahead of every other civilized country.
And we've
And
seen
everybody
what
says, "Oh, well,
civilized
they have
countries
guns
do.
in Canada. You got guns in Canada, but they don't kill each other.
They don't kill each other.
They,
No. And we saw the response both in Australia and in New Zealand to a mass shooting. No more guns, baby. No more guns.
they seem okay.
Most guns per population, Switzerland. You want to own a gun in Japan? Boy, howdy shit. Get ready to jump through a whole lot of fucking hoops. You better have a big ass safe in your house too, and a blueprint to your house so you can give it to the goddamn police so they know exactly where they are. A well-regulated militia necessary for a well-regulated militia. Those are the words that I key in on the Second Amendment.
Correct.
A well-regulated means there are laws, there are regulations. But we've delved into a society now that we have a certain portion. I seen a picture on, I don't know what it was, Facebook. Man and woman with two kids standing out in their backyard patio, and there's fucking guns everywhere. The whole damn ground is covered. The roof is covered up there. There's guns hanging everywhere. There had to be at least 500 guns there. For what? For what? They think that you're going to shoot them all? Shit.
Yeah.
It is a sickness that has affected this country, just this country. And it's because we enshrined it in our Constitution that you have your right no matter what.
Well, the problem is the enemies of America, the enemies of democracy have managed through breaking open the cracks in the Constitution through things like the Citizens United decision, through other political speech, money is political speech decisions.
Yes.
And that is basically set in motion the possible demise of the Constitution.
So what's the stalwart from that? What stands in the way of this whole thing crumbling? What is that?
Right?
That's you. That's you.
Us and our-
That's us. The American people have always been the guiding hand in this nation. We have always decided our own path. And we've got a fork in the road, baby. And it's time to make one of those crucial decisions on that road.
John, I'm going to
Because the
drop
consul-
off, but I want to read a tweet before I go.
Go ahead.
Abraxas says, whatever your feelings about the shooting, it's worth pointing out that if a Secret Service team can't protect a presidential candidate, maybe expecting Mrs. Krabappel to protect her fourth grade students from active shooters is unrealistic.
Oh,
I think that's a pretty
Yeah.
damn good quote.
yep.
It's a fact.
That's the quote. The answer isn't more guns. That's not the answer.
The answer, unfortunately, is fewer guns, and we're going to get there. America's going
Eventually.
to survive if we get out there and we show our stuff. If the women of America vote, if the labor union people of America vote, if our Latino and Latina brothers and sisters vote, if our African American and mixed blood people
Then
vote,
it's our election.
everybody votes. If Democrats vote, there's no way they can win. Period. If we got 70% turnout, the United States executive and Congress would be swept of Republicans. swept out. If we came
Mm-mm-mm.
at 70%.
It's not just about the White House, baby. It's about the Senate
That's right.
and the House of Representatives. It's all of it.
All right. I'm gonna roll. Stay strong, everybody. Love to you and the family, John. Take care, Blue
Thank you,
Dot.
Mitch. My love to Julie. Y'all take
Thank
care
you,
of
Mitch.
yourself. Thank you, Mitch, for coming in. And
Night,
let me,
Julie.
good night, Julie. Let me catch up real quick because Chuckster255 came in with a $5 donation and said, "Howdy, all my fellow Blue Dot family members. Just wanted to say hi." And Bob K. Yes, I did, Bob. Bob K came in with $2 and said, "Have you seen the bullet vending machines?
Yes.
Insane." Yes, I have. Bullet vending machines. Carrying that Second Amendment right down next to the Coke machine, baby. You run out of bullets, for hell, just run over there. You got a vending machine right over there. Where? Is it downtown on the next to the Coke machine? I don't know. It's a ridiculous, stupid idea. But yet they're there, yes.
Gets me outstanding.
And that was Maud Day, who just came in with a $25 donation and said, "It's a new day. Thoughts up, people. Stay strong." Wise
Thank
words,
you.
Maud. Thank you very much,
Thank
because
you.
that's what we have to do. We have to stay strong in this. Blue Dot strong, baby. We know our direction. We know where we want this country to go, and the only way to get there is Joe Biden, baby, and the Democratic Party. That's the only party in this nation right now that is going to move our country forward. The other side is hell bent on taking us backwards for some reason, going back to some imaginary glorious day. I don't know what day that was, because we haven't got there yet. And we're only going to get there if all of us are on that line, baby. I don't know. I'm so full of emotions. I'm tired. I'm worn out.
And
My
that's
body
the
is
way they
sore.
want us.
Yes.
That's
Well,
that's how they want us. They want us afraid
I'm
of
not.
them.
I am. But above all of that, I am concerned. I'm worried. I have deep concerns. But do I have faith? Oh, hell yes. I have faith in this country. I have faith in you. Right now, look, there's over 500 people watching right now. Do you think any one of these people watching right now aren't concerned about their country? You damn right they are. That's what it takes, baby. It takes a deep concern. And that concern has to go deep. And you can see stories all through our history of those that suffered greatly for this country. We can be no less dedicated than those that came before us. We can't be the ones that drop the ball on this shit. I want better for my kids, for your kids, your grandkids, for all of us. Even them.
Then let's make it better.
Let's make it better. Let's make it better.
And we do
And
that
let
with
me
our vote.
And let me thank Lena P, who came in with a $5 donation. Lena, thank you. And Joe Russo just came in with $2. Joe, I appreciate it tremendously, baby. Yeah, let's don't go into the mushy shit right now. I love this Blue Dot family. It
Maybe
has
we
held
should.
me up.
Maybe we should do the mushy shit, John.
Yeah.
And we need to really stop saying that, because love is the way. That's what's gonna pull
It
this
is
country
the only
through, not
way.
this other bullshit.
I
Maybe
would
we
not
need
be
to
able
get
to
mushier.
survive what I
Speaking
have
of
been.
mushy, let me have 5 seconds and tell you that the woman who started the whole mushy concept,
That's Bonita.
Miss Benita herself,
Yes.
wants to send her love and affection and praise for anybody who's out there doing a 2 for Blue. She wants you to know she sees you. She's a little under the weather right now, and
Indeed.
so is Sal, and she's taking care of the both of them. All of this is very stressful on everybody, but we must
It is.
stick together and we must stay strong. And
With
she wants you to
everything that
know.
woman is going through, I
Thank
talked to
you.
her today. I
Thank
spoke to
you.
her today. And she still has that fire. And Bonita is going through a lot. And She
Yes.
has been ill. But she still had enough words of encouragement for me. And I love her dearly. And this family has I can't say thank you enough. If it wasn't for this family, the difficult time I'm going through would be 100 times more worse. And it is only by the love of this family that I'm allowed
Yeah.
to give
So
my
mushy
wife.
mushy out to
Yeah, mushy
everybody.
mushy.
We
On
need to
every
hug
freaking
one
one of you.
another. Hug the person that's next to him and tell them that you love them. Our country is about to go through some shit in the next 4 months.
That's
It ain't
right,
gonna
Paul. You
get
can't quench
better.
the spirit, my
It
friend.
ain't gonna get better. So we
Mm-mm.
got to stay in love and informed and go out and do our duty as proud citizens of America and vote blue.
Vote blue, baby. That's the only hope for this. The future is to stay true to our own values, to our own North Star.
We
We know
got a
what
country to
direction we have to
save,
go.
y'all.
Are you
We
shitting me?
we do.
We
Outstanding.
do.
Hey, look at that. Alan Roberts just came in with a $20 donation and said, "Hi BDF, been a while. I heard Trump was winged by flying glass. Don't lose sight of the November 24th goal. Biden all the way. Thoughts and prayers for Marcia. Stay safe." Thank you, Alan, very much. Where's my danger? And yeah, that was the first
Thank
thing
you,
that they
Alan.
reported.
Now,
Yeah,
since Alan brought it up,
he
there
did.
were reports shortly after this incident happened yesterday that Trump was cut by glass fragments. It is to be believed and has been reported that one of the teleprompters shattered, and that's what nicked his ear. Personally, I
I'm
believe
sure we're going to
that
get the full report, the ballistics
we
report. If
should.
it was a bullet that did that versus a piece of glass, well, they're going to know. They're going to know
Yes,
the difference.
yes.
And
Of course, he's going to play it up as a
oh,
bullet. Be prepared for that. We need to be
Yep.
prepared for
well, he's
anything
going
to
to play
fall
it
out
up
of
for
this
what it
man's
was. It
ass.
was an assassination attempt.
Absolutely.
Whether the bullet hit him or
John,
the
I give
glass hit
him
him,
that.
yeah,
I give him that. It was an assassination attempt by a Republican who was upset with the Republican Party and
that's the
their
baffling
feckless
part right
leader.
there.
It's not
The
baffling.
one main fact that we do know about him is that he was a registered Republican. So
Yes.
if he was a Republican, a conservative, he's, you know,
And from what I understand, he didn't have mental illness. The gun was bought legally by his
his
father.
father.
There was no red flag warnings about this guy. He seemed to be intact. He held a decent job working for a rehab center. He was a dietitian. He was a smart young man. Yes, he liked to shoot guns. He was a great high school student, and everybody got nothing but praise to say about this man.
Yeah,
But he did something incredibly stupid that got him unalived today. Okay? Incredibly stupid.
indeed, indeed. And I don't know if we'll ever know his motivation. Right now, the
We
FBI is
won't.
He
trying
didn't
to
leave any
get into
messages
his
or anything
phone,
like that. Yeah.
but they haven't, as far as I know, been successful at that yet.
They do
So
know
there is
about
much that
his
we don't
online
know
presence,
still.
and
Yeah.
there's not much to be said there. He wasn't a radical Republican, and he wasn't, this was, and all of a sudden he woke up yesterday and said, I need to do this. Okay? What inspired him? I have no
I
idea.
have no idea, but
But
it wasn't
we're
a
not
last minute
going to
thought because he was
speculate.
prepared for this. He was
Yes,
prepared for it,
obviously,
and it
obviously.
makes me the if you delve into a little bit of him, uh, the shirt he was wearing is to a YouTube channel. It's
Yeah,
I have a YouTube channel, but this channel is dedicated to weapons and how to explosive devices and stuff. So I can see where his head was, and it makes me nervous because a lot of right wingers, a lot of maggots, that their head
Again, we're
goes that way.
speculating, John.
Yeah,
It's all
again,
yeah,
we're speculating.
speculation.
I
For
do
all
know
we
that
know,
part
he
that
was despondent and wanted somebody to shoot him. Simple as that.
he got
Who
his wish.
knows?
He
He
got his
did.
wish. And he made the history books.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Then it'll be the
I'm
last one
glad
he
to see
does.
that the news has learned over the years that they don't keep repeating his name. They don't make him a martyr. You know, however, why he did this, I don't know if we'll ever know. He was a sick
No,
individual. If you carry it out
you know,
that far,
um,
you've got very serious problems, baby.
Just
you
unfortunate
got
one
to
person is
remember,
dead
And
besides
yes,
him.
unfortunately, we
and
live in a
and
society
and
that he has access to everything he needs, because,
Well, there's
as I
that.
always say, uh, you know, Got a lot of gun laws, but none of them are violated until after he pulls the trigger. Now we're going to say, oh, well, he should never have a gun in the first place. That kind of shit. It pisses me off because we don't do anything until after the trigger's pulled. We
Yes,
need
because
to,
we are
and
a
I want to remind
reactionary
you, Joe Biden is the
country.
only one in the last 30 fucking years that has gotten any gun legislation through our house.
Thank you.
Yes.
So Joe Biden is trying to do something. But he is up against a mighty strong lobby who has lots of money, baby.
Oops.
But that is something that,
Thank you.
this country has to address at some point in a serious matter. You would think after Sandy Hook would have been it, but no. Even Sandy Hook was not enough. Was not enough to
Neither was
bring.
Uvalde, okay?
Yeah, you've
But
any
I
of them.
just want to thank everybody who's donating in the super chats tonight. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Indeed. Indeed.
And John, did you notice that we're up to 35,000 subscribers?
We are indeed on YouTube. On YouTube, we went from 34.9 and we went hit 35.
Yep.
We're on the cusp of 70,000 on TikTok, and we are at 42,000 on Facebook. So all in all, the numbers, we've got about 170,000 Blue Dot family members across platforms. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of heart,
It's
baby.
a lot of people. And
there's a lot of
if
people
every one
watching
of
that
us
aren't
gave
subscribed.
$2.
Dare you say.
I know. Get out there and subscribe.
Hey, the button's right down there. Hit that
And-
subscribe button. That
and
way you'll
if
be able to
you're
come in here and make fun of me every day.
Let's just hit this like button. It's free. It doesn't cost you a thing. You don't have to donate to anything, but it helps our channel tremendously. Please hit the
Lord.
like button. Please.
Like, share, and subscribe, baby. That's the three things. Don't even cost you a bone. And yes.
And participate.
Shaking Me Bone just said, I remember decades ago when Trump was still a Democrat and he was saying that the Republicans were idiots. That's why he switched his political party, because he knew he had chosen an army of uneducated idiots. And I believe that. I do believe that. He knew what he was doing. He knew what side he could. All you have to do is feed him the right shit. Anyway, Keith Thompson.
He switched sides because a black man was made president of this country.
Yeah. And he got a little pissed off with a little comment.
No, he got a lot pissed off behind it.
Let me thank Keith Thompson, a Marine who came in with $5 and said, just saying, if someone has not served with military armed forces, they should not have an AR-15 or an M4. They don't know the effects. No, they don't, Keith.
But, America has the Second Amendment, and they can go and buy an AR-15.
Yeah, give them a little time. You'll be able to put a fucking Patriot missile in your front yard, just in case you're threatened by an airplane or something. You can shoot it down. It's your God-given right. You
can live in a missile silo if you want to.
Yeah, you can. You can do that. It is the society we live in that has to change. We cannot keep going down the path that we have been going on with an expansion of guns in this nation. At some point, we have to be responsible citizens and recognize that this is not a good direction. It's not good if everybody's got a freaking gun because somebody's going to pull the trigger, and the next thing you do, everybody's going to start pulling. It's that simple.
But until they start affecting the people who have the money and power, doesn't matter. Our country already says we want regulations, and those in power who have the 70%. Money, who are backed by the gun industry, they're the ones that are stopping it, not us people.
Let's delve into that, because what is their money doing? The gun lobbyists, the gun manufacturers, what is their money doing that keeps this perpetuating?
It's
given to politicians. It's giving it to politicians who are more than willing to keep their ass alive as long as the money keeps flowing in.
Politicians that agree with them, that keep the whole military-industrial complex rolling.
Keep it moving.
And not only that, but the gun manufacturing and ammunition manufacturing industries in this country are the only industries that are allowed to make their products and sell to the American public without accepting any responsibility for what their products do to the American public. If
Yeah, they're not held
if it
accountable.
was a car manufacturer and they killed people on the highways, the cars did,
And,
they would be sued.
and
These
we've all
people
seen news
cannot be
stories
sued.
of certain gun stores in certain states that have that's all they do is just sell guns all day long. And those guns are moved to areas where it's not so easy to get a gun, so they can just sell it on the street. And they know
Yes.
that.
Well, here's a little information for you on to what
Blood
Bernadette
money,
was saying.
indeed, Don
I
Sheila.
used to I used to breed and train protection dogs, German Shepherds,
Hmm.
Belgian Malinois, and I stopped doing it because if I sold a dog to, let's say you, John, and it was trained, and you let your dog go maul somebody, they can come back to me and sue my ass, even though you mishandled the dog.
Right.
So, I mean, a gun industry that's not held liable, and yet somebody who's training protection dogs is held liable? That is fucked up.
Doesn't make much sense, does it?
No.
No. No. Nothing about the gun industry makes sense in a responsible. Like I said, Switzerland per capita, they own more guns. They don't have this problem. Anywhere in the world, they don't have this problem. Third world countries, where elections are decided by the bullet, that's where we can't go, baby. We can't let ourselves descend into that kind of bullshit. It has always been the ballot. It's the will of the people that guides this country. And so far, they've done a pretty damn good job, kicking and dragging and screaming all the way, but we're getting there. Like I said, we cannot be the ones to let this die. Anyway, Tracy Langnickel came in with a $2 donation. Tracy, thank you very much, darling. I appreciate that. We can't be the ones, baby. We can put no less into this fight than our past generations have put into the fight to keep democracy alive here. We can be no less dedicated to that ideal. Like I said, for me, it's a matter of an oath. And I will support and defend this Constitution until my dying days. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to take care of my family. I'm supposed to care about my community and my society. I'm supposed to care about future generations, the education, the well-being, the health of this nation. That's what we're all supposed to care for. Not what am I getting.
Unfortunately, only
Actually,
one
we're
side
supposed
does.
to care for each other.
Yeah. I mean,
Isn't
you
that
want
what
to
the
get
good
right
book
down.
says?
Yeah.
I'd say if you
Your
want to get right
neighbor.
down to the brass tacks, that's what their
That's
Bible
exactly.
is supposed to be preaching, that they are not abiding by.
Boy,
Love thy neighbor.
whatever
Love
happened to
thy
Jorge?
neighbor, except.
Mm-mm. Well, let me get a couple more people up here. They've had their hands up. Let's Philly C and Ed. Philly C, how are you?
Oh, John, how's everybody doing?
Oh, hanging in there, brother. That's all we can do
Oh,
every day. Every day.
yeah,
We got
my heart's heavy. I got a
you.
heavy heart.
Yeah.
I think we all do.
I think
You
we
know,
all
my
do.
heart is really, really heavy.
What
You
Yeah.
know,
is
just
going on in this world today? I agree with you.
Hello,
you
Ed.
know, I just want to
Hey,
tear up.
John.
You know, it's just I have a love for people, and people got hurt today, or at this rally.
Right.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, when you hear the description of the gentleman that was killed, an
I'll be
outstanding member
honest
of the
with you. I
community, anybody be proud to have him as a neighbor.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
at first, because I didn't see everything, I just thought, I saw clips of it, and my first thought was, oh, they're not here to hurt me. You know,
Yeah.
that's what he said during Jan 6th.
Yes.
So I'm thinking that, and I'm like, you know what? He's pulling a stunt like he always does. You know, um, always staging things. And
Well,
I really thought that he was staging this, and then I heard, I kind of tuned into Richard Ojeda, and then Ojeda said that people had gotten shot.
right.
So
Yeah, there's no staging this. This was an attempted assassination attack. Now, whether the bullet grazed his ear or glass, you know that he is going to take this and try to run with it. Uh,
I know he is.
it's in his nature, I think.
Yeah,
I wish
yeah.
I wish it was different, but I don't think it's going to be.
He'll
And we
blame
have to.
instead of diffuse. You
There
know
you go.
that.
Yes,
Yeah,
You
yeah,
exactly.
know.
and
So I'm
it's going to
sorry
be
for crying
difficult.
on the air, but
No, it's
No,
okay.
no,
it's
buddy.
it's.
We should all be concerned. Every
Yep.
it,
I mean, it's wrong in
Philly, I'll
so
tell
many
you what, there
ways.
ain't
I mean, I
hardly a
have
show
so
I
many.
go through nowadays that I don't feel like I'm gonna fixing to just bust up and start bawling my ass off up here. Emotions get heavy up here with all of you. We get into heavy shit in here sometimes. But that's the biggest thing that we have to lean on each other. And I guarantee your ass, if it wasn't for this Blue Dot family, I would not fucking be making it through what I'm going through now. I would have a whole lot harder time if I didn't have shoulders to lean on, baby. I've told y'all before, there's nobody down here at this end of the street. There ain't nobody come to visit us. Our support
Uh,
comes from this Blue Dot family. That's all we got left.
yeah.
And I am thankful
So
every
I apologize for
fucking day
thinking
for it.
that it was staged at the very
Never.
beginning. But
We
I
just
just
have to
have
worry
love.
about what
I
he
have
is
love
going
for
to
people.
do with this.
I have a love for people too much, and
Good. We should
and
all
Good.
have that same kind of love. Don't
That's
apologize for that,
exactly
brother.
it. We all
you
should
know.
do that.
We
Never
should all feel
apologize.
that.
So
Anyway.
thanks for letting me talk, John.
Hey, Philly, welcome in there anytime you want, brother.
Thanks for sharing that, Philly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank
Wise
you.
words, brother. Thank you. And Ed,
Yes,
everything
John.
everything going all right with you, bub?
Yeah, I had surgery on the left side of my wrist, treating the carpal tunnel.
Oh,
Had to
carpal
relieve
tunnel.
the pressure on the fingertips.
Ah, that ain't
Yeah,
good.
but I'll live to see another day. Yeah, but oh no, I'll be missing work for a couple of weeks. Of course, I did heard the reaction about the shooting, and I said to myself, this has to be a joke. And then I saw it on the headlines of Facebook, and
Yeah.
I said, it'll be the MAGA crowd will blame us. And
Yep.
they did.
Oh.
It came out of the woodworks. J.D. Vance, Lon
Right.
Goldberg.
Right off the bat.
What I do
Pretty
want to say
darn quick, too.
on a lighter note, Spain wins the Euro Cup, beating England 2-1.
Oh, really? There you go.
Yeah, unfortunately, England got so close they lost.
Uh,
Sadly.
I'm not a big soccer. I barely get to watch a football game nowadays. Hell, I forgot all about that.
Not even that.
Yeah,
Not even the
NASCAR race
Astros
yesterday. I
or
could have watched.
what about
Forgot
the
that.
Astros or the Rangers?
All three of my weapons are tossed. I'm cooked.
Yeah,
I don't
I've been watching. I've been watching a lot of Family Feud. That's what I've been watching. Yeah, it's entertaining.
But all
It's
in all,
informal.
I'm hanging in there. All in all,
Hey.
I'm hanging in there, but doing well.
Good. Good.
Medicine's
I'm
doing
glad.
well, and of course, they had to make an incision, release the pressure off my hand, fingertips, and everything. But all in all, they're going to check up on me Tuesday.
Well,
And
good.
everything's fine.
Well, good. Pretty soon you'll have your hand back and no problem, buddy.
Yep. DJ's here.
Hey, DJ. Who let that guy
Hey,
in
I'm
there?
here.
I noticed that. How in the hell are you doing? It was good to hear from
Pretty
you today,
good.
brother. Thank you for the phone call.
Well, I
appreciate
hope
that.
I said the right things. I was afraid I said things that might have upset you.
No,
I'm
no,
not
brother.
good at that. Yeah,
It's
but
fine. It's fine.
I just wanted to talk to you.
Yeah.
Hey,
You-
the first half of this year and the things I've gone through, which weren't fun, pale in comparison to what you're going through. That's
Well,
a fact.
there's a
So,
lot of people in our family, in this Blue Dot family, that are going through tragedies right now.
Yeah, I'm just like Ed. I had surgery, and the last 6 months have been a little tough. A lot of it anxiety, finding out results from a biopsy and stuff like that.
Oh,
So,
hell.
it's just, but that's nothing like having a loved one in the dire straits that you have. And I have this. Don't get mad at me, but remember that picture that was posted of you and Mama that black and white
Yes.
picture or
Yes.
gray picture. Could you post that again? I love that picture, and I would like to
I'll
download
see
it.
if I can't get permission to do that again.
I love that picture,
I have
man.
to
I
ask. I
really
have to
like it.
ask for
Well,
she'll sue me for
please do
copyright
so
or
if you
something. I
can.
don't know.
I will
She's the
download
love
it
of
this
my
time
life,
so I've
and it
got
is
it.
killing me to see her go what she's
Are
going
you
through.
shitting me?
Uh,
Outstanding.
And believe me, I can't understand because I've not gone through that, but
no.
I'm sure it's a lot harder than I
I
could
have a
ever
support
imagine.
system of people that I can lean on, that I can talk to, who have been through this, and
Yeah.
it is it's anyway. Let me catch up real quick here. Bonnie. Oh, I'm going to screw this up, Bonnie. Bonnie, Icamus. I'm going to go with Icamus, Bonnie. I know I screwed it up. Came in with a $2 donation, Bonnie. Thank you very much. Colonel Clink came in with a $20 donation and said, "Wait a minute, why is Colonel Clink sticking in my head for some reason, Jesus?" Colonel Clink came in with a $20
Hogan's
donation and
hero.
said, "As a
Hogan's
fellow
hero.
rural Texan Blue Dot, you inspire me. We love you, John. Take care, brother. Biden Harris 2024. That's what I'm talking about when I say I have a. This is my support right here, baby. This is it. This little tiny little camera. That's it.
Colonel Klink
Hey,
was the
John.
one who offered to come get Jenny during the storm.
That's who it was.
Oh,
That's who it
okay.
was. Thank goodness we didn't have to call on you for that, but you were high on my list because I was pushed up against the wall and the season ain't done yet, so don't go nowhere. Chris Reed
Sergeant
came in
Schultz?
with $2. Thank you very much, Chris. What was that?
I was just going to say, you remember Sergeant Schultz from Hogan's Heroes?
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Colonel Klink,
That's Colonel Clink. Man.
Lackey.
Yep.
That actor lived to be 95 years old.
Uh,
Sergeant Schultz
who
in
was
real
it?
life.
Who was it that just passed away? Somebody. Oh, I can't remember right
It
now.
was Donald Sutherland.
Donald
He
Sutherland
passed
passed?
away a week or so ago. Yes.
Oh no, this was just yesterday.
There's been quite a few people that have passed. Donald Sutherland, Dr.
Oh, this guy
Ruth
was that exercise
has
guy.
passed.
Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons. Richard Simmons passed.
But John, on a lighter note,
An epidemic.
today,
An epidemic.
hang on, everybody.
Right.
Today, announcement: one of our blue dots,
What?
Jeanette Miller. It's her birthday.
Is it her birthday? Jeanette Miller's birthday? Wait a minute. You're right. It is Jeanette Miller's birthday. You know what that means.
Yes, I
Happy
do.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jeanette. Happy birthday to you. And I hope you had a fantastic one, baby. I hope the day made you smile all day long. And the day ain't over with yet, so
Nope.
you know, I hope it continues to make you smile.
John,
Yeah.
can I tell a story?
What
Can
story
I tell
is
a
this?
story?
What story?
It's a story about my close-up encounters with the Secret Service.
Oh, I thought it was about a lovely lady. But go ahead.
No, it's kind of back to that Trump thing. But I used to teach at Washington University here in St. Louis.
Are
And,
you shitting me? Outstanding.
No, and
Go ahead.
my office was on the third floor of a building that all the buildings on this campus are 100 years old or older. They're all, because it's been around for so long. And the third floor is basically an attic, so my ceilings were angled in, okay? And my desk sat in front of a window that overlooked the quad, the grassy area where people would play frisbee and stuff.
Right.
And I was sitting in my office one day, and I had forgotten what was going on that day. And all of a sudden, I see a pair of legs walking by right in front of my window.
Damn.
And I go, what the hell's going on here? But they were wearing combat boots, like military type combat pants with a 6-hour strap to the thigh. And I looked at and went, oh, wait a minute. President Bush is coming today. And he was coming to give a speech in the building next to me, okay?
Right.
And so I went downstairs and I went outside and I looked up at the top of my building. I don't know how many people were up there. And they were looking all over, and there were snipers and everything on the top of my building, all the way around all the sides of my building. And they were also on all the other buildings surrounding the building where he was going to speak. So I have been
A lot of security.
up close, and and I can't imagine that somebody getting that close to Trump with that kind of security. But then when you said that outside that certain area was the local police who should have done it, I can tell you that they sure are like Uvalde.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
sure messed up.
The Secret Service is going to get a lot of questions over this because, like I said, all
Yeah.
it takes is an aerial shot of the area to figure out that was a vantage point that Secret Service, in my
Well,
opinion, should
somebody
have.
took a shot of him. I don't know if it was from their phone or whatever, and they posted it on TikTok. He's laying right there with his gun holding it at the edge of the roof. I mean, his whole body is laying where he would almost roll
Yeah.
off the edge of the roof. And he's
He was
got his
taken
gun
out by
propped up.
he was taken out by a Secret Service sniper.
Yeah,
That
but
was
the thing
stationed.
is, how
Everybody's
could
seen
you
the
not see
photographs
him
of
there
that too.
before? How
But
could they
just-
not have seen him there before?
I
he
just
shot?
don't know how they could not have had that area secure, totally secure,
Yeah, I don't
especially from
either.
a high vantage point like that. No.
Secret
No, I mean,
Service
there's
was
gonna
not
be a lot of- there's gonna
responsible
be a
for
lot-
that area, fellas. That was the
Yeah.
area that was the responsibility of local,
Local law
supposedly
enforcement.
trained local law enforcement.
I
There
have a
was
feeling
a
there will
lack
be
of
from now on.
communication. There was a lack. There was a lack of
I don't think-
communication between the Secret Service and the local law enforcement.
I don't think that's going to be enough, though. I really don't.
It's not.
Secret Service is charged with his security as an ex-president, and I don't think they could shove it off on local law enforcement and
I'm
point to
not
that
saying
as
whether
a
it was
failure.
right or wrong, John.
Yeah.
I'm just
No,
reporting
yeah.
the facts as I
Yeah,
know
no,
them.
and that is the fact.
Okay.
It is.
And
All I
that
can
being
say is-
said, time out.
Okay.
We
What?
have another annual trip around the sun today that starts today, and that's our Blue Dot family member by the name of Zuni.
Zuni's
Carl-
birthday too?
I'm sorry.
Boy, howdy
Carol,
shit.
With a Z.
Yeah,
Carol
Zuni.
also has one tomorrow.
Who has one tomorrow?
Carol
Carol?
the Birds. Yep.
Well, okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Zuni and Carol, tomorrow. Happy birthday to you both. Damn it. How about that shit? Let me thank Rain Love, who just came in with a $10 donation. Rain Love, thank you. And Blue Dot Greeter, our own Mark, came in with $5, said, happy birthday, Jeanette Miller. There you go, baby. See, the love goes around this family. And we do. We pay attention to whose birthday it is. If we can, we'll sing you a song. We'll try to make your day. But we have birthdays in this Blue Dot family every day, and a lot of them aren't here to. Anyway, we hope every one of you. You don't even have to have a birthday. I just hope you have a freaking better
John
day
just
tomorrow.
likes to sing. Just tell him it's your birthday. He'll sing.
Yeah, just tell them it's your birthday. They don't know. Are they going to card you?
Right? We don't know.
We're not going to give you the discount. Let's show you your ID.
If you try and pull it every week, we might notice.
Yeah, we might notice it then.
John, do
Yes.
they give you a sombrero when you go to a Mexican restaurant down in Texas and it's your birthday?
No, but they will bring you something. I'm sure.
Well,
They'll
they
sing
do
happy
here.
birthday
They
to
sing happy birthday and they put a sombrero on your head you get to keep.
you. Yeah. Luckily for me, buddy, I carry my own sombrero everywhere I go, so.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Got my own.
So
I
I
bring
do
my own.
have a question.
And Rain Love just came in with another $5. Rain Love, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Come back twice so quick like that. Appreciate it tremendously. Anyway, boy, howdy shit. Well, today starts the day, baby. The week starts tomorrow with the RNC. We're going to see what Donnie's going to have to say. There is going to be a lot of activity this week, and we're going to learn a lot more what direction Donnie's going to go in. And I'm worried. I started out this
I
show
think we
telling
all
you
know what
I'm a
direction
worried
he's gonna
man.
go in.
What's that, darling?
I said I think we all know what direction he's going to go in.
I'm afraid I know what this direction is going to go in. That's what bothers
Is he
me.
going to say? Is he going to
It-
give any speeches before he's actually nominated?
I don't know. I don't know. The RNC, but what I do know is that the tone of the speakers tomorrow will set the stage for his tone. Nobody's going to get on
Yep.
that stage and say a damn word unless they know where Donnie's lying, where he's going, because that's their job, is to support him out there. It disappointed me greatly to find out that what's her name is going to be speaking there.
That Rose person, Rose
Governor
somebody?
running for president. She backed out.
Nikki Haley.
Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley will be speaking That disappoints me.
There's,
Christ.
I
there's
thought,
also a Rose person. Anybody know who she is? She's
Who?
supposed to be, I don't know the last name, Rose something, and everybody's making fun of the fact she's going to be
I have no idea.
speaking.
I have no idea.
I know one
I just
person
know
will be
that the
there.
tone of the speakers is going to set the tone for Donnie.
Well,
John,
So,
she's
pay
gonna be the
attention.
Speaker.
So we're going to know a
John,
lot.
I
in the
know
next
one
few
person
days.
won't be there.
Who?
Steve Bannon.
No, Steve Bannon will not be there. He'll probably be sitting in his cell fuming at the TV at every word that's being spoken. I'm sure he's got lots to say and nobody gives a shit. So
Thanks for
pack
that.
it in your ass, Steve, if somebody isn't
I hope
already
he's
doing
got
that
some
for you.
Vaseline.
Yeah, no shit. I take a little bit of pleasure in the man being in prison. He needed to be. He's a disgrace to the United States Navy. And my humble
He's a
I take a lot of
neo-Nazi.
pleasure in
disgrace
Why-
to this
why
country
would
is what
you
he is.
sup-
And,
why
and
would
by
you
the
have
God,
a man-
we ought to all celebrate the fact that he got a bath. We know he did. So
Why
anyway,
would
I
you-
guess we'll
why
wrap
would
it up
he-
for the evening.
Why would Trump have a neo-Nazi in his staff? I mean, that's just
Yeah,
oxymoron.
yeah. Watch
Yeah.
Stephen Miller wherever he goes. You know.
It runs
John?
the family.
Too.
Yes, dear.
I need to make an announcement, please.
Go ahead.
For those Blue Dot family members that are coming into the chat late tonight, we are not putting up negative comments about what happened in the event yesterday. If I see them, I will remove them. If I see them twice, I will boot you. I don't want to do
didn't
that.
say
So
nothing.
please,
Pay attention to the
let's
facts.
keep it
Even if
clean.
you have trolls.
Let's keep it clean tonight. Let's be respectful for other of our fellow Americans.
Take the high road,
Some
baby.
who were injured and one who lost his life yesterday.
Yes.
Okay?
Indeed.
We are going to be respectful. We are not like them.
So true.
And they are not like us.
There's the key.
Okay?
So let's keep doing what we're doing. Keep going
So,
the direction
please,
that we're going
keep
in.
the comments clean. No negative
Yeah.
and no conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
No negative thoughts about what, almost missed and all the rest of that. I don't want to see that tonight, please,
Yeah.
y'all.
Oh,
Not
You're
tonight.
going to see a lot of trolls on there, Bernadette.
Hey,
the
you
sad
know what?
thing.
The hammer and the boot is out, okay?
There you go.
Bring
There
it.
you go.
Bring
Our
it.
moderators
I
will take care of it. I have
stomp
every
it
faith in
into
the world
ground.
in them. And,
But Blue Dot family members, I will remove your negative comments. I won't
didn't
boot
say
you
nothing.
unless I see it continue. Okay?
I won't say nothing.
Not
be
That's
tonight.
anything
respectful,
about
baby.
it.
That's all we have to do to each other. Be respectful
Yep.
and keep your eye on the facts. Let's find out exactly what we want to talk about. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up for the evening. Oh, look at there. She did again. Rain Love came back with another $5. Rain Love, we're going to have to hang up before you do that again. Anyway, thank you very much, darling. I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. It was a rough night. I'll tell you what, right before the show, I really didn't even know if I was going to do one. But like every time, I'm thankful I did. I'm glad I did. Again, this is my family. This is my social network right here in this one room. So I appreciate everybody that came in tonight to either add to the show or the comments, or if you just sat back and watched. I don't give a shit. It tells me you're motivated and have a desire to make things better in this country. Anyway, thank you
We
to all of
have
those
to
names
stick
going by.
together.
We have to stay united. We have to. It's the only way we win in this shit.
Exactly.
And our country is counting on us, baby. That's as corny as that sounds. America is counting on us.
Keep on exposing 2025, Project 2025.
It is.
Yep,
Yeah.
do that.
That ain't going away. That's their agenda, baby. Read it.
That's it.
Get scared, because we should be. Anyway, thank you to all those names going by, our Patreon supporters. Thank you to those that donated a la carte tonight. We're making a bit easier on me. I appreciate that tremendously. Anyway, Philly C.
Yes, sir.
I don't know where I'm at. Thank you for coming in, brother. We appreciate it tremendously.
Yes, sir. Anytime.
Don't get lost. Come
Appreciate
back. Come
it.
back in here anytime, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank
And
you,
we all
everybody. Love
we all
everybody.
share your emotions with this, I'm sure. Anyway, DJ,
Yes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for letting me be here.
I appreciate you coming in to visit, brother. I appreciate the phone call today.
And I don't know, that probably you haven't looked at any of my videos on TikTok lately, but I just want to say that every video I do now on TikTok has a flag flying in the background, and it's like it looks like it's on a flagpole and it's waving, and it says Biden-Harris 2024 in all my videos.
There you go, baby. There you go. Keep that message going because that's where the fight is. And
Yes.
we're in it. DJ, take care of yourself.
You too.
All right. And Ed,
Yes, John.
always appreciate you coming in, brother. Thank you very much.
It's good to hear from you. Glad you're safe from the hurricane.
You bet. Oh, yeah.
Wanted to
Watch
say,
it right
you
go
don't want
by.
to get Bernadette started.
No,
You
don't do
wanna
that.
get
Don't do
Bernadette
that. We're
started.
ending the
That's
show.
all I can tell you.
Don't light
Good night,
that
brother.
fuse right now. We'll all have to run. Anyway, Ed, take care of yourself. And let me see. Sisyphus.
Yeah.
Thank you, darling. Always a pleasure to see you come in the room.
Well, I appreciate you and I appreciate coming in here.
Well,
And just people stay strong and keep the letters going.
there you
That's
go.
all we can do.
Stay in the fight, baby. That's all we're asking you.
Yep.
Stay in the fight.
Keep on,
Anyway.
keep on keeping on.
There you go. Sisyphus, thank you very much. And Miss Chick.
Yes, John.
I hit this pretty good because I had to rely on the damn time up there on the damn computer. Man is lost without a watch.
Man is lost without a watch.
got
I haven't worn one in probably
Shit.
30 years.
Oh no, if I don't know what time it is all freaking day long, I go paranoid now. I'm walking around looking for my phone or looking at a wall somewhere to see what time it is. Shit. Anyway, you got anybody you want to call out tonight?
Well, I do, but I was going to leave you with a bit of a chuckle tonight before I do that.
I need a chuckle.
Well, okay. In my general area of vicinity of 100 miles or so,
Right.
there's a little town called Omena.
Onia.
Now, Omena votes for a mayor every 3 years. Now, Omena only has a population of about 250 people.
Small little community.
They have 18 people running for mayor this year. Actually, let me correct that. They have 18 candidates for mayor this year. They have
18
one horse,
candidates
12
in
dogs,
a town of 250?
6 cats, and a goat running for mayor. And you can
there you
vote
go.
early and often
I'd have to see
for
the goats.
$1. The vote only costs you $1, and you can vote early and often. And
I love
they
it.
did this 3 years ago and raised $14,000. And
Outstanding.
it goes to some charity. I didn't catch the charity thing, but yeah.
You know, I got contacted by one of our local Democratic organizations here in Corpus Christi, Way Out Weber Democrats, and a couple that I had met at the judge's house here in town when I went to that soiree contacted me, and they wanted me to promote like a raffle for Burn Pits 360, which originated here in Corpus Christi. And has now gone on to serve veterans all across this country. And they were going to do an auction, I think it was. And one of the things was a Zoom call, one-on-one with Jon Stewart.
Oh.
So, but it was held today. And there was no way I could promote it before it came out. But I told them anytime, especially for something, a nonprofit like that, if we could get the word out, that we'd be happy to do that. And so, but I thought that was a rather neat prize. A one-on-one with John. I'm afraid I'd take the whole time just selling. I worship you. I listen to you all the time. Shit. But anyway, it's it takes everybody so, baby. Anyway. Anything else?
I do have some people to call out.
Who?
Char Erling from Minnesota, Ray Mishka from, I think, Ohio, not sure. Kim Levere Nielsen from Ontario, Canada. Tracy Bauer from Georgia. And we got Roland Ascaruns from Bolivia. And Vicky Lynn Eberhard from Pennsylvania. All shared that shit.
All shared that shit. And as you were saying that, you don't think we have an international Blue Dot family? Saddam said Koki, and that's his name, said, greetings from Nigeria. I pray to God that Biden wins. I was happy when I watched him in Michigan. And that is from Nigeria. If you don't think
Thank
people
you.
around the world are paying attention, thank you very much for being here. That means a lot to us.
Excellent.
Anyway, that it?
And you can all participate by liking, sharing, subscribing. It's
Right
easy
down there.
stuff to do.
One there.
Don't
one
forget
there,
to
One
vote.
there. And vote. Make sure your registration is up and current, and be
Yes.
ready. Anyway, Miss Chick, thank you very much.
Thank you, John.
And to Bernadette,
Yes.
thank you for being
And
there
I
every
just,
time I ring your phone, by the way.
hey, always, bruh.
And I
Always.
appreciate that.
We're all stuck in this
I
together.
lean on her a
We
lot.
we all need to know we got each other's back. There are
We
some
do.
awesome Blue Dot family members
We
in this
do.
family that take care of other Blue Dot family members. Reach out and touch another Blue Dot. Get in touch. You never know if somebody can come to your need. And
That's it.
sometimes it's just to hold your hand and let through a dark night when you're surrounded by danger. We're
Indeed.
here for you. Let's stay positive, y'all. Let's not get
We got this
smoked
shit.
up and
No. Stay
gaslit by
focused.
the other side. We already know their game plan. We got a job to do, and that's to elect the best man for this job. And right now, that's
That's
President
Joe Biden. So let's do that. And before we go out the door, I want to thank Scott Bryant, who came in with a $2 donation and said, I truly love you guys. Well, Scott,
Thank you, Scott.
baby, we love you
We
back,
love
and
you
that's the
back.
magic of this. We love you back. That's it, baby. That's the way this family survives, just like any family. Anyway, I do love you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this, and thank you very much for caring about your country, because that's what this is. Anyway, as I always say, don't forget to put a smile on your face and give that shit away to somebody else, because it might be me and I need one. Anyway, y'all take care. Y'all say goodnight.
Don't forget to be
Good night.
mushy
Good night.
mushy too.
All mushy
Absolutely.
mushy
Yes.
shit to you. And we'll see y'all later.
Always.